Welcome back to the Toyota Called Amelia YouTube channel. Today, we're doing a full, in-depth rig walk around of Amelia, my 1985 Toyota pickup that I've lived in, road tripped, wheeled, rebuilt, the whole thing. And we're also going to be going over some of the projects that are in store for the truck just this spring in well, like 5 minutes from now. I'm not wearing a watch. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, well, as promised, here is going to be a full, complete, in-depth walk around of my 1985 Toyota pickup called Amelia. So I figure we'll start up here at the front and work our way back. So this bumper is an original Smitty built tube bumper from the 80s. I believe they were even some kind of a factory option, but it has been cut down the middle and then mated to a modern trail gear winch plate with a Keeper 9,500 pound synthetic line winch. Moving back here, so as far as a lift and tires go, these are 2-inch Old Man Emu lift springs, currently running Bilstein 4600 shocks that are going to be replaced. I have 5100s sitting in the shed at home. We're running 31 by 10.5 15 Firestone MT2s, which have been freaking spectacular. Just to get that out of the way, I love these tires. Factory ASN locking hubs. And past that, suspension wise, and well, really everything else underneath is 100% factory. Steering is power steering that we actually did add after the fact. This was a base model truck from the factory that was no power steering, no sliding rear window, vinyl floors, but for some reason optioned with air conditioning. Don't really understand that either. But we also have hardcore lighting light pods here on the bumper and the ditch lights up there. This patina came from the fact that, well, it lived its life in the Mojave until I bought it and brought it up to the mountains. It was a ranch truck in Tehachapi, California for the first about 30 years of its life. So, moving back here, this is where some of the projects are coming in. So, it's meant if you squint, but I also don't like it. So, we're going to be doing Flintstone fabrication ABS door cards. And past that, here is her interior. So these seats are out of a 1983 Toyota Tercel wagon. I actually bought them from a guy who had already retrofitted them to a 75 Chinook, Hilux Chinook. Regardless, the rails are 100% custom. Nothing fit. It was a nightmare, and it was great. The center console is out of a Jeep YJ. This is a Tuffy console. Just generic center console for a Jeep YJ. And then again, base model. We do not have a tack or anything. This is my one and only switch for the off-road lights. They're all on the same switch because I don't really care enough to wire up 2 separate switches. I have a Molly panel on the glove box. Molly panel down there as well. Then moving backwards, shovel very appropriately bungeed to the canoe rack. We have a 10-gallon Yakima road shower. Then just your standard Yakima awning on this side. Oh, one more thing about this door. So the window is, you know, affectionately not really attached anymore. So that's awesome. Got to deal with that. I'm waiting for that window to shatter. Anyways, moving back around, we have quite a bit of rust repair that we're gonna have to dive into. The tailgate is most certainly the worst of it, unfortunately, but we'll deal with it one way or another. And then we also have this here and this here. And it is originally a California desert truck, but since living up here in the Sierra Nevada mountains for some time, well, that's bound to happen, unfortunately. So we're going to be either repainting or powder coating the wheels and bumpers. This is also a factory Smitty built rear bumper, but it has been fabricated to a hitch receiver. So that's a legitimate hitch receiver for all the towing I do with 22R. So this camper was actually built in 2018 by USA Camper Shell in Montclair, California. And the sleeping setup is a custom build in 2019, I believe. So I'm gonna be redoing kind of all my camping gear and mattress and everything for this year. It's just been a while since I've done anything different, so I really want to try some new things out. And up there we have full 12 volt power with phone chargers and a voltage meter I should say. Then back here we also have another 12 volt plug, and in here a lot of just random coffee gear really, and a jet boil. And then that guy is all spare parts, and then that guy is empty. I used to store a bunch of clothes in there. They ended up just getting wet and moldy from condensation, unfortunately. So that is going to be just a random compartment that I'll figure out what to do with later. We have full adventure medical kit along with the hatchet. We got recovery gear here. Everything to winch or pull someone out is right there. We have go treads for leveling as well as self-recovery. And then percolator and some assorted fluids, etc. is in there. And then the tailgate is great with this mountain hatch. If I were to Lysol wipe and clean the crap out of it, this is actually a food grade cutting board, along with saving your knees when you're climbing into bed. So that's possibly the best upgrade I've done to the truck. Okay, well, 90 squirrel powers of fury. It's a 22R. It's as bog standard as it gets. But the cool part is it's a California truck originally, so it has all the California emissions nonsense, as you can see here. And it all works. My brother is an absolute mastermind with the factory service manual, and it all works, and it passes smog legit, and it's great. But valve cover gasket is completely gone, so that's why I park on dirt, so I don't notice the drops of oil. And it needs a new power steering tensioner bolt because that's bent because I didn't know what I was doing on the side of the road years ago. Anyways, we're running a yellow top Optima battery and a custom blue heater hose. You make do with what you got. And yeah, like I said, the power steering has been retrofitted. It was super base model, but with air conditioning. The air conditioning does not work, which is another project for this spring. But past that, it is a bog standard Toyota pickup, and it's simply kind of a testament to they just work. They're not comfortable. They're not super fuel efficient. I mean, they're not horrid on fuel, but it just works. So in conclusion, it's not far off from a stock Toyota pickup in reality. 2-inch Old Man Emu springs, Bilstein shocks, 31-inch Firestones, open diffs front and rear, standard transfer case, factory 410 gears. But this truck has gotten me everywhere I've wanted to go. And then some. So we are going to be doing a lot this spring. Well, howdy friends, Future Tyler here. As you can see, all my hair is cut off and it's about a week into the future, but I just wanted to say, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so incredibly much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you dig the truck, if you dig anything about the channel, just, you know, do the typical things, the like, subscribe. There's a bell involved somehow, something like that. So yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. We're gonna start working on it and start knocking some of these projects out, getting ready for a big trip in September. So here we go.